Hey guys, what's going on? Before I get into Tim Bowen's money bar indicator picks for the morning, this previous morning, and you can show you how good they were. Some of them went up 50%, 100%. Really quite impressive stuff. Let me just quickly make sure you guys know about tonight's event. So, live in 2 hours, hopefully, you're watching this video on the 20th of May. Soon enough to actually come and attend this live webinar. There will be a replay, but it's best to always come and ask questions live, right? That's always the best thing to do with these things. My friend Phil and Lance from the 0DTE SPX Income Spread Service are going live at 7 p.m. Eastern Time to talk about how Phil comes out with these daily SPY alerts, so options trades on SPY, at exactly 10:30 every single morning, so you know when to expect the alert, and how he's grown his account 100% in 2025 with an 80% win rate, just buying simple calls and puts, so no spreads. He does do spreads in his other service, but this is just buying simple call and puts, so nothing complicated. You can do it with a small account. We're going live tonight in just a couple of hours, so hopefully I'll see you there. Make sure you come to the link in the description below, hit notify me, and or subscribe to the channel and it'll tell you when we're going live, just in case you forget. All right, so got that out of the way. Let's talk about what the Tim Bowen Money Bar Indicator was shown today. So I've written a review on this. I'll leave a link in the description. You can go through it. I've put some examples. There's a webinar you can watch. This is only $49 for lifetime, which is an absolute bargain, especially if you're looking to trade small cap, low float stocks, especially if you want to trade pre-market. It does work after, like during normal market hours, but pre-market it works exceptionally well. So you'll see a couple examples in just a minute of today's trades from the money bar indicator. All right, so let's look at the money bar indicator. You have your list here, you have your float over here. These are the money bars. You can see they're creeping along as the float rotates. And the idea is the higher the number here, the more likelihood there is for an upwards movement or squeeze in this in the stock. So these are all small cap stocks, low float. You can see some of them are very low float, 29,000, 129,000. 365,000, 966,000. It takes a while before we even get into the millions for the float. So these are tiny. The first one I want to look at is BLMZ. This showed up very early on. It's moved down the list now, so you got to be a little bit careful with that. Some of these move down as the day goes on, and BLMZ was actually further up the list this morning. So it was one I was looking to trade. 6.74 million on the float. This was it right here. So this is pre-market open. So the crack of dawn, nobody wants to be trading at 4 a.m. Eastern time. But if you were, then you'd have got a real treat because there was also a smart buy on Infinity Algo at the same time as the float started rotating. And this thing didn't just take off immediately. There was some time here. This is the 5 minute chart. So each one of these candles is 5 minutes. So you have plenty of time here to say, hey, I think I'm maybe getting on this big candle coming up here. We've got a smart buy on Infinity Algo. Again, I'll leave a link to that Infinity Algo below because I found it to be such a good algorithm in conjunction with this type of service. So definitely check it out. It's only $99 for life, which is a total bargain. So yeah, so you can see what happened. We were roughly trading at 0.12 and all pre-market we just did this really nice grind up until the market open. Then what happens a lot of the time with these is they'll peak at market open. So that's at 0.37. So that's a double. That's 100% during pre-market. And then we get the fade. So you've got to be careful with these. They don't always continue after the market opens. Sometimes these are purely pre-market plays that you can just get a piece of. Even if you'd entered on this pullback here and got a bit of the move, you could still get 10, 20, 30, 40% pretty easily with this. So really nice trade potential on BLMZ. I wasn't up early enough to trade it because I'm not getting up at 4 a.m. and then watching this just on the off case that one of these might take off. But maybe you're one of the people that do get up at the crack of dawn and are ready to go. Maybe you're in some time zone that trading pre-market is perfect for you. And these small cap, low float stocks trade pre-market, unlike options, but you're getting the options like gain, which is amazing. You're getting 100% in a couple hours or less. So that was BLMZ. Flick was one that actually came up. It's on the advanced rotation or money bar thing here. It's up near the top at the moment. It's rotated quite a lot, nearly 300 times. Its float is tiny, 129,000. You can see how it played out. Smart money buy on Infinity Algo. This is why I keep saying Infinity Algo is a must for this service. If you buy the service, buy Infinity Algo as well. The link will be in the description below. It's well worth it because it gets you into these things before they take off. And this thing went from, this is during market open hours, so this was like an hour into market open. Remember, these are 5 minute. Oh, actually, these are 1 minute candles I've got it on. So actually, it's only been, yeah, from about 8:30 to 9:30ish, so about an hour. We started to see some really nice action here. And we went from 0.57 all the way up to 0.75, which is nearly a 50% move in an hour. So another nice money bar indicator from the watch list from here. So that's pretty cool. So a lot of these work out. Some of them don't. Some of them just like stay the same. Some of them slowly fade. You just got to try and work out your own trading plan around them. This is another one that worked pre-market and after market opened. So you can see pre-market. This is more difficult because you'd have to wait for a big bar like this to get in. So you're probably not going to get in down at 490s here. It would be hard. You'd have to take a. And then there's something actually somebody asked me is how do you manage to catch the ones that work? And my answer was when I do play these, I usually play them near market open, and I'll take a small position in like two or three of the top ones, especially if there's a buy signal on Infinity Algo, and then just cut the losses quickly and let the winners ride up, and you're going to end up profitable overall by doing that. Now you're not going to get the whole move because nobody's going to hold these for 100% or 200%. I mean, if you follow Infinity Algo here, you actually probably would. But in general, people aren't getting that kind of gains from this. Anyway, this one up about 50% as well, from the sixes to the nines, all the way up here during market open as well. So this is a fantastic service. I really like it for $49. It does take a bit of practice, and you do have to have your own indicators to help narrow down because not everything from this list that comes up and is rotating is going to be a winner. And of course, it might be a winner, but it's before you're able to trade, or that's usually my problem. But overall, I would definitely recommend this tool for avoiding options trading if you want to trade small float, small cap stocks. And this is definitely worth the $49 just to give you this list, if nothing else. But you do have to have some extra criteria, like I say in every video, in order to be able to pick the trades that are likely to work and probably won't work. So yeah. Anyway, go and check out my full review. You can get more information and purchase it here. And I'll leave this link in the description below. Make sure you come to the webinar tonight. It's going to be awesome. And we might even give away some freebies as well. All right, guys, talk to you soon.